Hi, my name is Kaufman. We're going to get you strong today with a new exercise on the Metolius Hangboard that's going to help you crank through that next project that you got. That's going to help you destroy your next project. Let's get to it.
One thing that's critically important is that you're always having the best equipment. Having an adequate pad underneath you will help you train your hardest. The goal of any training exercise is to get stronger, and Metolius had this in mind when designing their hangboards. If you follow these routines, you're sure to be cranking.
One of the most important things when you get started is to make sure that you have a good warm-up. I like to warm up just by hanging on jugs, doing some pull-ups, and walking around grabbing holds on my woody. Really, you want to give yourself about 30 to 40 minutes to complete this exercise because you really need time for a good warm-up, the exercise, and then the cool-down.
Whether you have the old Metolius simulator hangboard or the new Metolius simulator hangboard, these exercises will be similar in nature.
For those of you without much time, this is designed to be a 10-minute exercise. That means you'll be doing the exercises and resting for the remainder of each minute. You can tweak these exercises as you see fit, and just remember to get a good warm-up because hanging on a hangboard can be serious and it's easy to get injured if you don't warm up properly. After a good half an hour of warming up, we'll embark on minute number 1. Minute number 1 will be a fairly simple open hand hang. This is a hybrid grip, the same as a campus grip. Remember to always have your arms slightly bent and your legs up. We're going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Remember, any of these exercises can be made harder by adding the Metolius harness, a little bit of webbing, and some weight. Really, you should be failing on these exercises after 6 to 10 seconds, depending on what you're training. If you're training for routes, you'd want to go a little bit longer. The second minute, we're going to do something slightly different. Instead of the open hand hybrid, we're going to flex grip, open flex crimp. And I like using the bigger flat holds to do this. You want to keep your upper arms bent just a little bit. Stay in the crimp position. Keep your legs up in front of you. Hold it for a 10 count. Remember that you should have a Metolius pad underneath you so that if you are trying hard and you're failing at about 10 seconds, your hands are popping off instead of putting your feet down. That's a good way to do some mental training and try real hard. Next thing we're going to do is a 3-finger hang, 3-finger open hang. Same application. Rest for the remainder of the time. The fourth exercise is going to be slopers. Now the Metolius board is great because it has 2 different kinds of slopers. It has more of a concave sloper and a somewhat divoted convex sloper that's actually mostly just flat. I like to use both. Make sure not to use your thumbs to cheat, but you can if you're having trouble. Arms slightly bent, arms slightly bent, 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 bent. For minute number 5, we're going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to start working lock-off training. Remember, if you feel any pain or any problems whatsoever at any point during these exercises, quit immediately. You can do 1, 2, 3, or 4 fingers, and you don't need to use weight for these. But the main goal is to hold for 10 seconds and switch after 10, then rest for the remainder of 40 seconds. Minute number 6 is fairly straightforward. It's going to be closed crimp. So go ahead, wrap your thumbs up as tight as you can. Same thing. Slightly bent arms, legs out in front of you. You'll get some core out of this. Hold it for a good 10 count. Minute number 7 is one of my favorite minutes. Pinch. There's lots of ways to pinch on this board. There's narrow pinches, really narrow pinches, wider pinches, and very big pinches. The key is to make sure that you're pushing up really hard with your thumbs. You know the drill by now. Push really hard with your thumbs. For minute number 8, it'll be helpful to have jibs on your wall or underneath your door frame to have a jib board, which is a pretty easy thing to make out of plywood. Screw some jibs on. Basically, it's a tension exercise, and what you want to do is you want to grab jugs on your Metolius hangboard, pick out some jibs, and use the jibs in an alternating fashion. Arms slightly bent, trying to use really bad jibs. So you want to do minute number 8. You want to do at least 10 jib sticks with each leg. Keep your arms slightly bent. You're going to get a great core exercise and connect from the fingers down to your pelvis, which is really good for the steep climbing. Minute number 9 is fairly straightforward. You can pick just about any hold that you want to work, any type of grip, and it's more of a swinging exercise. You want to start, if you can, with your feet on some jibs and cut loose and come back and stick. And if you want, you can even push yourself off a little bit harder to make it a little bit harder. You want to do that 5 times. By now you're getting a little bit tired. For the final exercise, we're going to change things up a little bit. Pick a good hand hold for either your right or left hand, whichever hand you're going to start with. Go ahead and choose a jug or whatever you feel comfortable with. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold on with the other hand in an alternated grip. This is somewhat of a campusy exercise. You want to keep your arms bent. Hang the position. And then opposite. You can add your feet on the ground if you feel like it's going to help. You might need the help. It's a hard one. Well, that's a 10-minute exercise. With those exercises, you should be cranking in no time. This will definitely help your climbing get stronger if you stick to it. I would do it 3 days a week and definitely have a good day of rest in between. Don't smoke, stay healthy, and thanks for joining me. Catch you for the next exercise. I'd like to thank Metolius for the use of their products to create this training video. I hope it helps you destroy out on the rocks. Good luck.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, Noah.
Try hard.